Oh, big day for you, obviously. How you feeling? Big smile.
Yeah, it's it's all sinking in right now. It's unbelievable. Obviously looking at all the mock drafts and whatnot, it slotted into Edmonton. So growing up loving watching the Oilers and the dynasties that they had, it was unbelievable. And now that to wear the jersey and get an opportunity to play, there's even more.
So you are an Oiler fan?
Oh yeah, big Oiler fan.
Did you know Lauren Davis at all?
Yes, I knew his family. I grew up on the same street as his son. Daryl Davis, and knowing the family, and we growing up watching the Pats, and he coached the Pats. It's a big loss for the WHL when we lost him, but it's to be drafted in his honor is unbelievable.
Describe yourself as a player.
Well, I like to think of myself as a shifty, goal scoring kind of offensive player. It's big to play in the NHL with the rules that we have now. It's a little easier for guys like me, but a lot of work to be done still.
Is it more pressure to play at home? Or will it give you more jump?
I think being a big Oilers fan and growing up watching them, I think it'll even be a more big jump. Watching the Pats growing up and then getting drafted there was a huge honor, and I think it just gave me a little extra oomph out there when we were playing them for them. So I think definitely it'll be obviously the pressure is still there, but with pressure comes opportunity. So
how'd you play in your games at Rexall this year?
I played considerably well. Playing the Oil Kings, I think we beat them most of the time. So I was lucky enough to maybe put in a couple there.
Jordan, how key do you think to this pick were your performance overseas at the under-18 and at the top prospects game, which just happened to be at a place called Rexall too, where you had a pretty good night?
Obviously those are big nights. There's a lot of scouts in the stands, but me and Colton Tuber, another guy from my team, were lucky enough to get the opportunity to go overseas after a disappointment playoff loss. But getting a leadership role there and doing well with it, and even winning the term, I think it definitely helped a lot. So.
How did the love affair with the Oilers start? How did it begin?
Growing up in Regina, we don't exactly have an NHL team, so the next closest team other than Calgary is the Oilers, and growing up watching them, and obviously Gretzky went through there, and Messier, and so many good players, and I just love the style of play, and growing up I just adapted to it, and I just eventually just became a big Oiler fan. So and it's never really leaving since. So.
Did you have an inkling they might select you? Any indication?
I met with them I think the course of 2 times, so I obviously knew they had a bit of interest in me, so when their number came around I was crossing my fingers, and lucky it ended up in the right way. So
how'd you feel when the pick before them wasn't you, and then you're up next and they're up next? Are you a little excited?
Oh yeah, obviously when you see the Oilers come up, you're excited. But all those guys ahead of me, they're unbelievable players, and to be drafted this high in the NHL draft is unbelievable for me. I wasn't drafted too high in Bantam, but it didn't really bother me. When you get drafted, you're going to get an opportunity to play, and there's, like I said, there's still a lot of work to do. But this is a great accomplishment.
It's not bad from 7th round to the Bantam pick in the Western League to 22nd in the National Hockey League. Would you have ever imagined that when you broke into Regina last year?
You know what? I've never really doubted myself. When I got drafted, that late in Bantam, it was, I wasn't too worried, but I was, I think, 5'6", 130 pounds, soaking wet. So I kind of knew that I was going to go that late, but at the same time, to be drafted Regina, that's another team I was hoping for to get drafted to. So I'm 2 for 2 so far, so it's been pretty good.
Who gets the credit for your excellent hockey sense and your good set of mitts?
You know what? Growing up, my dad's always been a coach. He didn't exactly have a hockey skill that I guess kind of I have now, but he taught me a lot. And growing up, I went to Notre Dame and got coached by a man by the name of Dale Durkach, which is a pretty good hockey player himself. So he's taught me a lot about just the game and being a smaller guy and how to play physical when we're in the corners and stuff. And he definitely gets a lot of attributes too.
Goal scorer in the WHL. They say the WHL most reflects the NHL. Do you think you'll be able to be a goal scorer at that next level?
Oh yeah, I've always been able to score at the next level, and to get to the NHL, obviously a big step. There's a lot of work to be done, but I think it's definitely out there.
You and Colton Tuber in the first round. You guys, that's going to link you guys forever, pretty much now.
Yeah, for sure. Me and him have been through everything together as far as the prospects game, the Team Canada's, and to be drafted now, one more thing to put on to the resume. So.